Well, welcome back to this week's Bailey Build. Of course, we're getting ready for the big game going on Sunday, and regardless to who you're rooting for, we all want to have some great food. I'm a big barbecue fan, so this week I'm bringing you my, of course, big game edition of the Ace Hardware haul, but this is part of their grilling section. They actually have a pretty massive wall of seasonings and all types of cherry wood and apple wood and you name it. So I decided to swing by, grab a few items that I think will come in handy for me as I'm preparing my Super Bowl tailgate party. All right, now it's time to get started. So first thing up, you gotta roll out your grill, of course, get your meats and things prepped. And of course, cleanliness is a big part of a great tailgate party. Here's one of the items I recently found there. It's called Citrus Safe. It's a BBQ Grill Cleaner, and it's great for all grills. Gas, charcoal, or pellets. You simply just spray it on there and it kind of breaks down the grease and grime. It's a very handy tool to have because there's nothing worse than barbecuing on a dirty grill. Take a few moments, clean it off, you get that great flavor, of course, on your meat with nothing else going on in your grill rack. So once you've got that clean, one of the other exciting things I found there, of course, is it's a injector here. When you're making those great marinades and you want to get it right into the heart of the meat that you're making. I'm doing tri-tip and hot links this week, so this is going to come in handy for me when I inject some of the flavors into the tri-tip as I'm marinating it and letting it sit overnight and it really saturating right into the meat. So they have this. This is made by Oklahoma Joe's. You may be familiar with the name because they do a lot of grills and a lot of smokers out there, but they have actually put their name behind this. It's called a trigger injector, and essentially you fill in your fluids and your marinades into the bottle, and it's got a little injection gun there. I'm really looking forward to trying that out because, of course, I always like trying different seasonings and different flavors when I'm doing different barbecue and also smoking on the grill as well. So that's going to be a cool tool that I can't wait to try. Okay, in addition to that, as you're cooking your meat, you always want to make sure that it has the right temperature on it. So here is the Taylor waterproof digital thermometer. A really cool thing about this is not only can you check it in the meat when it's on the grill, but when you take it off, it has this very cool handle on it that comes with it, snaps on the bottom, and it actually gives you some of the cooking temperatures there, but also protects your hand from the heat. So thermometer, you always want to make sure your food's cooked all the way to temperature, depending on if you're going to do a medium well or a well, sometimes medium rare as well. But that'll be a great tool to have as well. Now, this weekend, in addition to doing some of the smoking on my smoker, I'm also going to break out, of course, a propane grill. And for that, you can't beat this. Take a look at it. It is a grill marked outdoor propane gas level indicator. It's always a good idea to be able to know how much propane you have left in the tank, and this has that indicator right on the top to let you know if it's full, if it's low, or if you need to refill it. So once again, that's a propane indicator that goes on your propane tank in between the tank and your grill. So I'm going to get some good use out of that, not only for this weekend, but it's one of those safe features that I'll be able to use for years to come. Now, the other thing we're dealing with is, of course, it's wintertime and we're dealing with rain moving through the Central Valley. In fact, we had a really large rain and snowstorm just a week ago. Now, if you're like me and you have coals on the back porch there, the last thing you want is for them to get all soggy and then you have to go out and buy a new bag. So, one of the useful things that I stumbled across, I was actually there to buy some cherry wood for smoking some ribs I was doing, and I came across, it's called the Kingsford Kaddy. It is a deck patio, tailgate, or RV charcoal holder, and as you can see, it's a pretty sturdy plastic here. It comes with a dispenser lid there on the top that you can pour the coals out in. So you want to load the coals in, snap the blue top on it. It'll protect your coals from getting wet. Also, anything else that could be out there, any of this, we don't have to deal with snow here in the Central Valley, but mainly rain, possible little flooding around the patio area. This keeps it nice and dry for you. So once again, the Kingsford Kaddy, I've always been a big fan of the Kingsford charcoal. So it's a really cool deal that they came out with. All in all, it was a great time at Ace. We have local Ace, in fact, several here in our area. Westlake Ace is in our neighborhood, so we like to try to patronize those that are around us and support our local community. If you like this Ace, a tool haul, barbecue haul, and other DIY projects, go ahead and click that like button, smash subscribe, and stay up to date with all that we're doing here on Bailey Build.